Hey y'all, so I'm back with another video. Yeah, so reunion part 2 aired and we finna get into it. First of all, I liked part 2 of the reunion. We got to have a dialogue this time. We got to hear a couple people's side of the story. Some people got to talk. We kind of got to get into some shit. So part 2 start off where they talking about shit that happened in the house, and so they just showing flashbacks in the house and shit. Cash was really cute in the house. He was, and now he just look, something's different about Cash. I don't know if y'all noticed it, but Cash just looks totally different than what he looked like on the show. Like, I noticed that watching the replays. I was just all like, Cash looked different, and not in a good way. So then they trying to get Demetrius to come back out on stage so they can continue the reunion and talk about what's going on. Demetrius in the back crying. After all the shit you done talked, after all the shit you done did, you done snuck Colgate in the house. All that shit that he was talking about, them not being able to dress, all that shit you was talking, now you in the back crying at the reunion. How you figure something like that? I feel like Demetrius can't fight. And that's okay. Like, everybody can't fight. Everybody not a fighter. That's cool. My thing is, like, I don't like when people just talk shit knowing they can't fight. Like, don't sit up and talk shit about people. Then when somebody want to fight you, you running and crying, or, oh, I'm not a fighter and you don't want to fight. You shouldn't have been talking shit then. Talking shit is for people who fight, period. I don't be having sympathy for people that cause drama and start shit and then hide their hands. Like, nah, like, own up to your shit. Like, if you talking shit, you can't be scared when somebody want to do something. And somebody might say, oh, you know, use your words and all this other stuff. Man, words only go so far. Everybody reacts differently, and you never know how this person gonna react to what you said. I just don't like that. I feel like if you can't fight, just shut the fuck up. You know you can't fight. So why are you even like a part of the drama and like trying to start shit? A lot of people gonna want to beat your ass for talking shit. I feel like if you're not a fighter and you know you ain't a fighter, in order to avoid all problems and all issues, shut the fuck up. And Jason Lee, oh my God. I can't stand him. He over there talking about some, at the end of the day, they gonna choose me. Fuck him. Talking about some fuck Bobby. And it's just like, what do you mean fuck Bobby? This is Bobby's show. And so Bobby said something like, what you talking about fuck me? Like, what you mean? And so then Bobby walked off stage because Bobby was mad. And I was mad too, because it's like, what the fuck, Jason? Jason just doing too much. Like, what you mean fuck Bobby? This is Bobby's show. Newsflash, Jason. Nobody gives a fuck about you. We're watching for Bobby and the boys, not for you. He really think we care about him. Nobody cares about you at all. In that big ass Kings of Comedy suit that he got on. Talking about fuck Bobby. So then Bobby walks off stage because he's mad and shit. And then Dingling's saying that Bobby was coked up and shit. And I was just like, I hope not. It's the Bobby I Love You Per show, not the Jason show. So then at the Bobby went in the back, Jason gonna try to follow behind Bobby going to the back. He back there trying to apologize and shit, talking about some, oh, when I said fuck him, I didn't know that was you behind me. And it's just like, I don't believe Jason one bit. I think he's lying. I think Jason knew exactly who was behind him. And he just wanted to say fuck Bobby because for some reason he think it's the Jason show. For some reason he think we watching for him when we really not. I don't believe Jason at all. Jason's a fucking liar. Then they get to showing the scenes of when Roland Ray spit on Hot Wheels. And that is why I don't like Roland Ray. Because he spit on Hot Wheels. That is fucking disgusting. Anybody that'll spit on somebody, for you to gather spit in your mouth and launch that at somebody else, that is the most disgusting thing you can ever do. Like, that's the most disrespectful thing you can ever do. I would never spit on the person that I hated the most. And I don't even hate nobody. I love everybody. But if I did hate, like, I wouldn't even spit on them. Like, that's the dirtiest, low down shit that you could do. And so when Ray did that, it was done for me. Like, I was just all like, no, because that type of person, you can't trust nobody like that. That's a nasty person. That's why I don't like Roland Wayne, because that was disgusting. So yeah, they show that scene, and then they was trying to figure out why Hot Wheels had a problem with Ray, and Hot Wheels sitting over there looking like a paralyzed Kanye. I didn't like how Bobby and Jason was trying to justify Roland Ray spitting on Hot Wheels. Like, there is no excuse for somebody to spit on somebody. I don't give a fuck what they did. Beat their ass. Talk about their mama. Don't spit on them. Like, that shit nasty as fuck. And they sitting up trying to talk. They bringing up all other shit that don't got nothing to do with Ray spitting on Hot Wheels. They talking about, they start bringing up Hot Wheels fight with Dimitri. And they was saying how Hot Wheels was wrong for doing that. And it's just like, okay, even if Hot Wheels was wrong for rolling up on Dimitri or whatever, Roland Ray, you was still wrong for spitting on Hot Wheels, period. Like, that don't got shit to do with what Roland Ray did. That shit pissed me off, because it's just like, what did that got to do with anything? But they was going hard on Hot Wheels. Like, they was going hard on him. Hot Wheels was just all like, yeah, me and Ray, we good. We talked in private. I just feel like Ray needs to publicly apologize, because you publicly spit on Hot Wheels. Period. I don't know about y'all. Did y'all hear Ray say sorry on stage? Did y'all? Because I ain't hear him. I ain't hear him apologize. And I just feel like the apology needs to be as public as the disrespect was. Everybody saw you spit on him, but nobody heard you apologize at the reunion. That's crazy. But Hot Wheels let it slide, so it's like, hey, if you like it, I love it. And so then they start bringing up the handler, and it's like, the handler don't got shit to do with Hot Wheels. Yeah, the handler was supposed to be handling Hot Wheels and taking care of Hot Wheels, but at the end of the day, the handler is a grown-ass man. You can't tell no grown-ass man what to do. Everybody should know that by now. Motherfuckers is grown. Like, you can't control no grown motherfucker. I just hate how they keep trying to bring that up and trying to act like somehow it's Hot Wheels' fault that the handler kissed Jameson or fucked Jameson or whatever the fuck they did. And I feel like they taking advantage of the fact that Hot Wheels is in their wheelchair, straight up. Hot Wheels talking about some, so how do y'all expect me to react when somebody spit on me? And then Bobby talking about some, he didn't spit on you, he spit at you. And I'm just like, it don't matter. Like, it doesn't fucking matter if that shit got on him or not. At the end of the day, don't spit on me, don't spit at me, bitch, because that shit disrespectful. What the fuck be wrong with people? Disrespect is disrespect. It doesn't matter. And then Jason talking about some, oh, well, you spit back at him, so you can't be mad for spitting at him because you spit back at him. And I'm just like, what type of fucking logic is that? That's how you know Jason Lee fucked up in the head, because how does that shit even make sense in your head? That shit don't make no sense. Just because Hot Wheels spit back and was defending himself the best way he could because he is in a wheelchair, don't make what Roland Ray did less disrespectful. Like, let's be real. Disrespect is disrespect. It don't matter if the spit landed on him or not. It was still disrespect. There's no levels to disrespect. Roland Ray, you definitely owe Hot Wheels a public apology. I don't give a fuck. You owe him an apology publicly. You do. So then they bring the handler out as a surprise, and I'm just like, damn. Now Bobby and the handler cool. Who would have thought? And the handler just smiling, ear to ear. That nigga smiling hard as fuck, and you could just tell, like, he's just happy to be there, for real. He's just happy to be a part of the cast, finally. But nah, for real. So then Bobby has B, his assistant, bring out his book of receipts, and B look a mess. Them braids in your head look crazy. Like, what the fuck was wrong with you? Who told you that was cute? Then we get into the Island Boy and the handler bullshit. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna give my real opinion on this. I truly believe that the handler and Island Boy were not in a relationship. They were just fucking. It was just casual sex. I can just tell the handler really liked Island Boy, so he wanted it to be more than what it was, but it really wasn't. Because Island Boy, as y'all can tell, is the player type. Niggas will put on a good front, they'll be fucking with you, and yeah, I fuck with you, but really they don't fuck with you like that. And in your mind, you think that y'all in a relationship But really y'all not, because they never established that. But you like that person, you like him so much, so you trying to convince yourself that y'all in a relationship, but really y'all just fucking. Island Boy literally said that him and the handler wasn't in a relationship. He was just a quick piece of ass. That's what Island Boy said. And yeah, people say things when they hurt. Island Boy could have been hurt, but I truly believe that they were just fucking. And the handler unfortunately wanted it to be more than what it was. Now, I don't know neither one of these niggas personally, so I don't know this for a fact, but I'm just stating my opinion. So then Bobby and Island Boy getting into it, and Bobby get all up in Island Boy face.
Who you talking to?
You!
You trying to me to shut the fuck up? Nigga, you trying to me to shut the fuck up?
I'm telling you to shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck
play
up.
With
Let him talk.
Me, cause
Let him
I
talk.
will motherfucking go to jail. Bitch, do not play with me, bitch. Who the fuck you talking to?
You.
And then you see Trax, he starts slowly getting up, cause he like, shit, I don't know what's finna happen. Is a fight finna break out? Is he finna hit this nigga? Island Boy, he keep calling Bobby Botch Bobby, and Bobby talking about some, I literally don't give a fuck. Like, I hear that shit online every day. And I'm just like, that's not a good thing, Bobby. Like, if people telling you you look botched every day, that's not good. You literally got your body done and people telling you every day that it's botched. I wouldn't have said that out loud. I don't think Bobby knew what he did when he said that. And Bobby and Island Boy, they still arguing, and Bobby done slapped the black off Island Boy.
You look stupid, bitch. You look stupid, bitch. You look stupid, bitch.
And then you look at the handler's face. Handler just looking like. Then Bobby admits on the show that he fucked Andre the first night. It's just crazy to me because the whole show and even during the reunion, Bobby was trying to make Island Boy feel bad about kissing the handler when the whole time, Bobby, you fucked Andre the first night. While you got all these niggas in the house trying to compete for your love, you fucked Andre the first night. Shut all the shit down. You fucked Andre the first night, and then Andre made it into the final two. So it's like you fucking Andre. It kind of just like you weren't even thinking about the other niggas. Like you already knew, like, okay, Andre, you finna be here to the end. Like, and that just wasn't fair. And I just don't like how he was trying to make Island Boy feel bad. Even though, yeah, Island Boy was wrong for that. You is on the show to be with Bobby. You were wrong for kissing somebody else. But Bobby, you was wrong too. Two wrongs don't make a right, period. You wrong for trying to make Island Boy feel bad. And it's one thing if you say one thing about it, okay, say it, keep it pushing, move on. But you kept bringing that shit up. You kept trying to make Island Boy feel bad about what the fuck he did, knowing you did some shit too. Like, you did your dirt too. Stop bringing that shit up. So then Bobby said Island Boy had booty fingers.
Never trust a nigga who has booty fingers. That nigga got booty fingers. So
he said Island Boy had booty fingers, and I was just fucking crying because I know a couple niggas with booty fingers. I know a couple with them booty fingers, okay? Let me tell you. So then Hot Wheels caught himself trying to roll up on the handler, and I'm just like, Hot Wheels, what are you doing? What are you finna do in this wheelchair? Like, for real. Please let me know. Tell me, what the fuck is you finna do in this wheelchair? Like, who the fuck? Like, what you finna hop up out this motherfucker? And I was really trying to see, like, what he was finna do. And Soul come up and grab his wheelchair, and Hot Wheels just like, what the fuck? Like,
so,
come tell me I'm fake. Come tell me I'm fake.
Get her back over there.
What the fuck you doing? What did you? Man, get your hand off my wheelchair.
And it's just so funny because it's just like, you know you're limited in shit that you can do. So it's just like, what are you doing? It was just so funny. When Soul grabbed him, it was just like, you're powerless now. Like, where are you going? Like, you can't go nowhere, nigga. And so with Hot Wheels rolling up on the handler, Dingaling just punched the handler in his face. You can tell that just caught the handler off guard. Like, the handler's face after the fact, he was just looking like, what the fuck?
Sure did. I sure the fuck did, bitch.
He was not expecting that. Like, he was just like, where the fuck did that come from? Like, I just felt so bad for the handler. And then his lip was busted too. Like, his lip was bleeding. I was just like, oh my God. I felt bad for the handler. I'm not gonna lie. I felt bad for him. Like, No bad. But at the end of the day, I was fucking with the reunion. It was good. We got some dialogue. We got to hear some people talking. That was good. We really don't get that with Zeus reunion. So I was happy we got to like hear from a couple niggas, hear some opinions, some point of views and shit. Like, I'm glad we got to hear from some motherfuckers. That was good. It was a couple fights thrown in, and that's cool. That's how it should be. We should hear from niggas, see a couple fights, move on. Dimitri, he's a weak ass, soft ass bitch, but we knew this during the season, so I'm not shocked. Like, you in the back crying. Nah, you talked all that shit. Yeah, I was fucking with the reunion. It was cool. I can't wait for part 3. Subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, let me know what y'all think about this episode, because it was cracking. But yeah, I'll see y'all next week.